think all farmers are very, very busy people. There's always a list as long as anyone's arm of things that need to be done right now.
My sort of personal health has become, for me, a bit of a hobby, and I want to see my kids grow up and be there for them. Not many people live at their place of work, and that's another challenge of farming that people need to sort of understand. So it's about recognising when you're getting up to here and that you're starting to get frustrated, and maybe that's a good indication that you just need to take a break.
When your body's well and your mind's well, when the pressure does come on, and it does during the year, I mean, you're lambing, you're calving, you've got unsettled weather patterns coming through, the droughts, you're generally able to handle and deal with those problems. It's a roller coaster ride farming sometimes.
We're working in one of the most dangerous industries in New Zealand. Being dairy farmers, we're working with bloody 5-ton machinery, and we're lifting shit, every day that weighs over a ton, and we're working with livestock. You've got to be on your ball every minute of every day on a dairy farm.
Farmstrong's all about taking the science of well-being to busy farmers and sharing the things that they can do to look after themselves and the people that work in the business.
Well, the number one key thing is firstly to look after myself. If I don't look after myself, then I can't look after my family, I can't look after our team, our farm, our cows, all that sort of carry-ons. Traditionally, farmers just hard workers, and if a Kiwi bloke on a farm just get out there and work from dawn till dusk it's an image that I guess has been there for many, many years. It was when we started talking to our staff and our kids about farming in the future that they were saying, well, if my life is going to look like yours, then I actually don't want to be farming.
We wanted to get to know our audience a lot better, particularly would they see the benefits around improving their well-being. So we had over 400 farmers respond to an online survey that really gave us the nuts and bolts of what were the challenges for the program to engage farmers around us, what things were farmers interested in, and those insights really formed the basis of the design phase of the program. Fundamentally, you need to partner up if you're really wanting to make a sustainable and long-term difference. Also, the importance of having partners and collaborators on board is that if they care as much about the problem that you're trying to solve as what you do, they'll also bring their insights, the talent and energy of their teams and their employees, and also financial resourcing.
We've got a very strong brand, a very credible brand, one of the strongest in New Zealand, and so we bought our brand. We've also bought the fact that we deal with over half the farmers and growers in New Zealand anyway, and for us it was a good opportunity to give back something a little bit different. And while we insure property and equipment and stock and things, the key asset on a farm or in a farming operation or any family are the people involved.
Farmers behave or do something differently because they heard it from another farmer. So the face of Farmstrong has been very much the farmers who've come on board, care about improving their own well-being and the well-being of the sector, and have been willing to share their tips and advice and what they do for the benefit of other farmers. We go to where farmers go, so we attend dozens of agricultural field days around the country, and lots of farmers come in and we have conversations around what we're doing. We share our tools and resources face to face with farmers. Another really important part has been going up the valleys, into farming communities and running our events, our educational workshops. We've done workshops around the country where we're teaching different thinking strategies and different skills that help with your performance on the farm.
Well, I come back and I looked at my father and a couple of guys on the farm and thought, well, maybe this is how I'm going to help them out, is by passing on that.
So developing a website has been a really important hub and platform. We get over 1,000 new people visiting a week, and increasingly we're getting people staying on there longer to have a look at the tools and resources, download our stories.
Yeah, I grew up on a dairy farm in the Manawatu, and uncles and aunties on both sides of the family are farmers, so it's pretty cool to be able to help out in any way I can, and sometimes it's just starting a conversation.
It's really it's amazing how it's grown in the last 12 months, Farmstrong. I honestly didn't know a lot about it. It seems a really good initiative, and I actually really like it, and it's awesome that Sam Whitelock's come on board and he's part of it, and I think it's only going to get stronger and stronger, and it's outstanding. And if we can do our bit to support it, well, we're more than happy to do that.
Every year we do an annual random sample survey of over 450 farmers around 9 behavioural metrics around improvement in wellbeing. For example, one of the measures is around, are you coping better with the ups and downs of farming? That we're seeing that 26% of farmers have said in the last year, I am coping better.
It does take time. You haven't got all the answers often at the start, and so you learn on the way. And we've done that, and we've tried things that haven't worked, and we've tried other things that have worked really well. So a little bit of experimentation is good. Not spreading yourself too thin is also equally important. And so, yeah, it's about learning as you go, making progress, celebrating that, and we've learned that collectively, I think, around the table.
So I think Farmstrong is awesome. Best thing since sliced bacon. Well, you go to school and you learn about all these things, but like nowhere do you learn about trying to look after yourself, trying to eat properly, trying to, like, you know, make sure that you call a friend when you're in stressful situations. There's nowhere that says that.
So I think Farmstrong's a really good initiative. In the industry, I believe we've all recognised that there are multiple issues, and I feel like Farmstrong is doing something about it. And so, yeah, I definitely think that it's great that farmers do listen to farmers, and it's good to have farmers telling their stories and their truths, because that's what resonates with farmers.
Oh, I think Farmstrong's really relevant right now. It's easy to isolate yourself on a farm and stay busy. And if we all sort of share our problems sometimes, it makes them go away and makes you feel a bit better about things.
We often talk about what drives the farm, and we talk about KPIs and things like that, and production. But if we don't look after ourselves, then if I don't have this body and this mind, then I can't farm. So really it has to become a priority.
If you really want to make a difference, investing in the future is a great way to do that, and prevention is a great way to do that. It's a great opportunity for people in your team as an organisation to get alongside something. It's a great way to make a difference, and it's a great way to give back.
I'm just going to shut that dog up, is that right? Sit down, Roar! Sit down! Sit down! And put that on there.